As we reflect on the gospel message for Sunday, we hear in Matthew's gospel the story of Jesus' baptism. John baptizes Jesus in the Holy Spirit, descends down like a dove upon Jesus. It is at that point, then, a voice came from the heavens saying, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased." This is such a powerful moment for us in the Gospels. Let us think about this for a moment. We've just come out of Christmas and really get to experience the joy of the birth of Christ in our lives. Then the church celebrates the baptism of Jesus right after that and provides us with a unique opportunity to fully encounter God the way Jesus did in his own baptism. Jesus' own baptism gives us the amazing chance to stop and reflect on our own baptism. Our baptism is our first encounter with God and the Holy Spirit. This is our first step into full membership of the church. Baptism gives us the building blocks for our spiritual life. We may remember our own baptism, but we may not. But a lot of us were babies, and we have seen the pictures and maybe heard the stories, but really, it's the symbols that are stunning. Water, oil, the candle, the pure white garments, the parents, the marans, the parans. The event is just full of powerful signs. But the power is that our lives are truly transformed forever. At that moment, baptism can't be repeated. We are forever changed because we are now claimed by God as his own. Think about it. Who doesn't want someone to fully love them and love them forever? At our baptism, we are claimed just as Jesus was. We're then told through baptism, "You are my beloved son or daughter, with whom I am well pleased." How transformative is that? We were first loved. We were first loved. He wants us as his own in that very personal way, and he is pleased with us. That is so freeing and incredible. It should also be noted in the Gospels that Jesus too wanted to be baptized. He wanted to show his unity with all of us. So in our own baptism, we are pulled into the church, into our family to be unified. That we are all in this boat together. We're not alone. Although an individual is baptized, it takes a full community to welcome them in baptism. And so in baptism, therefore, we find our unity to Jesus through our community. The last reflection point that I wanted to share is the invitation to see Jesus' baptism as a moment of decision and identification. It is through the sacrament of baptism that we actually become disciples of Jesus. A decision is made at that time. We choose to be his followers. This gospel shows us that Jesus gives us meaning, purpose, and direction. It is in Jesus that our human existence finds fulfillment. Our own baptism starts us off on the journey to fulfill our own purpose, to witness Jesus to the world. Jesus made the decision and identified as God's beloved. So that's just the same for us. I invite you to be able to make that decision. If you haven't already, it is not a one-time decision, it's truly a daily decision. The decision to dive into that relationship with Jesus every morning when you wake up. A relationship with Jesus brings us joy that we can't compare here on earth because we live out our purpose to love and serve others just as Jesus did. So let us take a moment to remember that God has claimed us personally, just as he created us in love and in the wonder of this Christmas spirit that we have. And through our own baptism, we are sent into the world, sent into our families, our friendships, our work, to proclaim a joyful message through the example of our lives. May the Lord wrap you in his love throughout the new year.